his basement, down he goes to UFO. The lights we run, no not a woman in this town. Oh, look at the black leg miner. Oh, yellow is a terrible place. They will put pain in the black man's face. Round the hoops and guns would race to catch the black leg miner. And don't go near that second hill mine across the way. They stretch the line to catch the road and break the spine of the dirty black leg miner. Where the grab is tricks and drugs as well, and eat them down, pit of hell. Down you go and fare thee well, you dirty black leg miner. It's in the evening after dark, and the black leg miner creeps to earth. Moleskin pants and dirty shirt, the ghost of black leg miner. Go join the union while you may. Don't wait till your dying day, 'cause that may not be far away. You dirty black leg miner.
I want to encourage everyone to study the glossary. There will be a test coming soon. There will be a test. Study the glossary. Now's a good time.
Send the Lord to my lady as he moves his horse. Beware of long Lincoln that lives in the gorse. Send the Lord to my lady as he rode away. Beware of long Lincoln that lives in the hay. Let the doors all be bolted and the windows all pinned, and leave not a hole for a mouse to peep in. So he kissed his fair lady as he rode away, and he was in fair London before the break of day. Now the doors were all bolted and the windows all pinned, except one little window where long Lincoln crept in. Where is the Lord of this house, said Lincoln. He's aware in fair London, said the false nurse to him. Where's the little heir of this house, said Lincoln. He's asleep in his cradle, said the false nurse to him. We'll prick him and prick him all over with a pin, and that'll make my lady to come down to him. So they pricked him all over with a pin, and nurse held the basin for the blood to flow in. Oh nurse, how you slumber, oh nurse, how you sleep. You leave my little Johnson to cry and to weep. I've tried him with an apple, I've tried him with a pear. Come down, my fair lady, and rock him in your chair. As baby came down, she was thinking no harm. Long Lincoln stood ready to catch her in his arm. There's blood in the kitchen, there's blood in the hall.
I want to make sure everyone get a copy of the program. We have plenty. If you didn't get one, yeah, we'll get you more. And this is a good time to study the glossary. There will be a test. Okay? Poe uses a lot of archaic language, and it's hard to follow his great stories if you don't know what something means. So study the glossary, and there will be a test. It will be the test will be self-administered and self-graded. The test will be to see how well you understand the poems. The better you understand them, the more you will enjoy them.
My favorite word is nepenthe.
Continue. Nepenthe is how it's pronounced.
You can score some in the front.
Yeah. Well, this is part of the show.
Okay. More murder songs. Yay, New York Trader. Is a New York Trader, I really want it. She's good for seeing stout and strong. And the rain, nothing for speed. Bound for New York, with American King. On the 4th of March, take this and sing. All on a sweet and pleasant day, with hearts of palms and we set the sea. God for New York, and American. Our cool captain as we can find, with half of our brothers behind. Our cool captain will understand that to start us all before we reach the land. As our captain in his cabin waits, the voice faded in the distant say, prepare yourself and ship's company, for tomorrow night you must fly with me. Our captain Poe in a turtle fright, in the first part of the night. sake by me. As you love your life, won't you take good care and never go sailing with the murderer? You know. These songs are all from before choruses were invented, so they're just like a long story about something awful, and that's how they did it in like old days. So, yeah.
You said that was from the 1400s?
What?
That was from the 1400s?
That was from 1800s. The other one was from 1400s. The home invasion robbery. Scotland 1400s was a brutal place. I don't know. Man, what? Excellent. There's no murder in this song. Well, yeah,
There's
maybe.
the devil.
There's a
There's a
devil.
little, yeah. There's a little Satan-y. One's for sorrow, two's for joy, three's for a girl and four's for a boy, five's for silver, six for gold, seven's for secret never told. Devil, devil, I defy thee. Devil, devil, I defy thee. Devil, devil, I defy thee. Oh, the magpie brings us tidings, news both fair and foul. She's more cunning than a raven, more wise than any owl. She brings us news of the harvest, of the barley, wheat, and corn. And she knows when we'll go to our graves, and how we shall be born. One's for sorrow, two's for joy, three's for a girl and four's for a boy, five's for silver, six for gold, seven's for a secret never told. Devil, devil, I defy thee. Devil, devil, I defy thee. Devil, devil, I defy thee. Oh, she brings us joy when from the right, grief when from the left. Of all the news that's in the air, we know to trust her best. For she sees us at our labor, and she mocks us at our work, and she steals the eggs from out of the nest, and she can mob the heart. One's for sorrow, two's for joy, three's for a girl and four's for a boy, five's for silver, six for gold, seven's for a secret never told. Devil, devil, I defy thee. Devil, devil, I defy thee. Devil, devil, I defy thee. Oh, the priest, he says we're wicked to worship the devil's bird. Oh, but we respect the old ways,
For we know they rest uneasy as we slumber in the night, and we'll always leave out a little bit of meat for the bird that's black and white. One's for sorrow, two's for joy, three's for a girl, and four's for a boy, five's for silver, six for gold, seven's for a secret never told.
Hello, folks. Welcome to the gothic soundtrack today. Alas, welcome to Beyond the Road. We are LA's oldest literary arts organization, and we've been here for 57 years. And we plan to make here a century with your support. So thank you all for being here. Everyone, support us, and we want to recognize that this is a plan. We give this announcement in all of our programs. So let's do a round of applause to the crew that is here tonight and celebrating our yes, and just so you all know, you can find programming here in this space every Friday and Saturday. We have all sorts of events, but really our bread and butter is poetry. And I think we'll be seeing another side of this gothic author that we mainly know him for his short stories, but I think we'll see renditions of his poetry as well. Just so you all know, November 15th, we have a fundraiser. We're calling it No Fest. As usually we would have a free festival of poetry that lasts 3 days, but given cuts to our funding, we have authoritative administration. Those funds have been rescinded, and we are kind of struggling to, stay open. But really, in the hopes that it will all be fine, for the coming years, we'll be having this fundraiser. So it's happening November 15th. We'll have a book fair in the garden. We'll have a marathon reading here in the wonderful theater. So if you are willing to support, donate, buy a book, all of that really helps. So please stick around, and any donation you can give, it really goes a long way, especially in these times. If y'all need anything, I'll be here in the audience. Hopefully we can chat after. Lastly, just a round of applause to the team here at Beyond Road. That includes Eric Albert and the group. And just behalf of all our team, thank you.
Hello, a little bit more announcement with some background music this time. More background music again. Hello, I am Alayah Aquarian, and this is a production supported by the Aquarian Family Circus, and it is starring Dr. Bradley Bobs, our wonderful band. We love you to take pictures
Good evening, my name is Poe. I bring you first the story of a man's life as seen in 4 separate episodes. Each of these 4 episodes being marked by the sound of the bell. Hear the sledges with their bells, silver bells. What a world of merriment their melody foretells. How they tinkle, tinkle, tinkle in the icy air of night, while the stars that oversprinkle all the heavens seem to twinkle with a crystalline delight, keeping time, time, time in a sort of runic rhyme to the tintinnabulation that so musically wells with the bells, 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 with the jingling and the tinkling of the bells. Hear the mellow wedding bells, golden bells. What a world of happiness their harmony foretells. Through the balmy air of night, how they ring out their delight. From the molten golden notes, and all in tune, what a liquid ditty floats to the turtle dove, who listens while she gloats on the moon. Oh, from out the sounding cells, what a gush of euphony voluminously wells, how it swells, how it dwells on the future, how it tells of the rapture it impels to the swinging and the singing of the bells, 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 of the bells, 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 of the rhyming and the chiming of the bells. Hear the loud alarum bells, brazen bells. What a tale of terror now their turbulency tells. To the startled ear of night, how they scream out their affright, much too horrified to speak. They can only shriek, shriek, in a clamorous appealing to the mercy of the fire, in a mad expostulation with the deaf and frantic fire, leaping higher, 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 with a desperate desire and a resolute endeavor now, now, to sit or never by the side of the pale-faced moon. Oh, the bells, 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 what a tale their terror tells of despair. How they clang and crash and roar, what a horror they outpour on the bosom of the palpitating air. Yet the ear distinctly tells, the ear, it fully knows from the twanging and the clanging how the danger ebbs and flows. Yes, the ear distinctly tells from the jangling and the wrangling how the danger sinks and swells, from the sinking or the swelling in the anger of the bells, of the bells, of the bells, 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 from the clamor and the clangor of the bells. Hear the tolling of the bells, iron bells. What a world of solemn thought their monody compels. In the stillness of the night, how we shiver with affright at the menace of their melancholy tone. For every sound that floats from the rest within their throats is a groan. And the people, the people, they that dwell up in the steeple, all alone, and who tolling in that muffled monotone, feel a glory in so rolling on the human heart a stone. They are neither man nor woman, they are neither brute nor human, they are ghouls, and their king it is who tolls as he rolls a paean from the bells, and his merry bosom swells with the paean of the bells, and he dances and he yells, keeping time in a sort of runic rhyme with the paean of the bells, keeping time in a sort of runic rhyme with the throbbing of the bells, with the sobbing of the bells, keeping time as he knells in a happy runic rhyme to the rolling of the bells, to the tolling of the bells, to the moaning and the groaning of the bells.
Through the shimmer of the river, you can see the lights of Harlem and the ghosts among the salt piles along the FDR. You can hear the heavy footsteps of the overworked and weary, once upon a midnight dreary. He was standing where you are. He wandered through Manhattan, searching for his true beloved. Although her worldly burden long lay buried in the earth, he sacrificed his scruples in attempts to resurrect her in that fundamental river of death and birth. Edgar Allen Poe lived his last days in the Bronx. He lived his last days in the Bronx, but he died in Baltimore. He died in Baltimore. And in a raging fever, he was sure he saw her spirits among the ghosts and phantoms, forever bought in chains. And he heard the holy music in the bells of New York City, where the loneliness and pity took him to the tavern floor. And in a hollow whisper, he said, "Tell me, pilgrim shadow, why do we aim for El Dorado? Just to die in Baltimore." Edgar Allan Poe lived his last days in the Bronx. He lived his last days in the Bronx, but he died in Baltimore. He died in Baltimore.
They found him in a coma. His clothes had all been stolen. He was dressed in black alpaca and a ragged gabardine. But all the people in the tavern, they swore that he didn't act sober. Even though it was October only, days from Halloween. No one ever did discover the keys to his destruction. Was it alcohol or opium, typhus, syphilis, or TB? Or maybe he got shanghaied on some street, obscure and lonely, driven by dark angels only, down to the sounding sea. Lived his last days in the Bronx. Lived his last days in the Bronx, but he died in Baltimore. He died in Baltimore.
Well, that was rather dreary and depressing. I mean, first, all those damn bells. First, all those damn bells. And then this lass and this chap start singing what I'm thinking at first is a very lovely song, until I realize it's a song about death. And not just any death, mind you. It's a song about my death. What presumption! In the words of my esteemed colleague, Mr. Mark Twain, the reports of my death have been greatly exaggerated. Can you imagine what that would feel like, to hear people singing about your death? Well,
Well, I suppose it could have been worse. It might have been a happy song about my death, huh? Something like, oh, I don't know, ding dong, the poet's dead. Oh, no, ding dong won't go. And just when I was finally recovering from that other song celebrating my misfortune, you know the one that's sung by that Lennon fellow. It was a song about some kind of animal. Was it a raven? No, it was a song about a walrus. Man, you should have seen them kicking Edgar Allan Poe. Really, Mr. Lennon, did you have to sound so damn happy about it? What we need here is a complete change of attitude, which I shall now foment with a tale of hope. Yes, hope for respite, blessed respite, relief and escape from our wretched, miserable lives. Hope to receive nepenthe, that wondrous elixir nepenthe. For when we quaff nepenthe, it makes us forget all our horrible memories. Oh. Hope to find the balm in Gilead, that legendary balm in Gilead with the power to soothe even our most unbearable pain. Hope to reach that distant Eden, that distant Garden of Eden from whence came Adam and Eve, and back to which we hope one day to return. And finally, when we return to that distant Eden, we hope to find there at last all the joy and happiness that we could not find in life. Yes, my friends, we always have hope. But alas, that may be all that we have. Nothing but hope. Keep it going. I've lost something. Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered, weak and weary, over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore, while I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping. as of someone gently rapping at my chamber door. "'Tis some visitor," I muttered, rapping at my chamber door. "Only this, and nothing more." Distinctly I remember. It was in the bleak December, and each separate dying ember brought its ghost upon the floor. Eagerly I wished the morrow. Vainly I had sought to borrow from my books surcease of sorrow. Sorrow for the lost Lenore, for that rare and radiant maiden whom the angels name Lenore. Nameless here forevermore. And the silken, sad, uncertain rustling of each purple curtain thrilled me, filled me with fantastic terrors never known before, so that now, to still the beating of my heart, I stood repeating, "'Tis some visitor entreating entrance at my chamber door." Some late visitor entreating entrance at my chamber door. This it is, and nothing more. Presently my soul grew stronger, hesitating then no longer. "Sir," I said, "or madam, truly your forgiveness I implore, but the fact is I was napping when so gently you came rapping, when so faintly you came tapping at my chamber door, that I scarce was sure I heard you. Here I opened wide the door." Darkness there, and nothing more. Deep into that darkness peering, long I stood there wondering, fearing, doubting, dreaming dreams no mortal ever dared to dream before. But the silence was unbroken, and the stillness gave no token, and the only word there spoken was the whispered word, "Lenore?" This I whispered, murmured back the word, "Lenore!" Merely this, and nothing more. Back into the chamber turning, all my soul within me burning. Soon again I heard a tapping, somewhat louder than before. "Surely," said I, "surely that is something at my window lattice. Let me see then what thereat is, and this mystery explore." Let my heart be still a moment, and this mystery explore. 'Tis the wind, and nothing more. Open here, I flung the shutter. And with many a flirt and flutter, in there walked the stately raven of the saintly days of yore. Not the least obeisance made he, not a moment stopped or stayed he, but with mien of lord or lady, perched above my chamber door, perched upon the bust of Pallas just above my chamber door, perched and sat, and nothing more. Then this ebony bird, beguiling my sad fancy into smiling by the grave and stern decorum of the countenance it wore. "Though thy crest be shorn and shaven, thou," I said, "art sure no craven, ghastly, grim, and ancient raven wandering from the nightly shore. Tell me what thy lordly name is on the night's Plutonian shore." Quoth the raven, "Nevermore!" Much I marveled this ungainly fowl to hear discourse so plainly, though its answer little meaning, little relevancy bore. For we cannot help agreeing that no living human being ever yet was blessed with seeing bird above his chamber door, bird or beast upon the sculpted bust above his chamber door, with such name as Nevermore. But the raven, sitting lonely on the pallid bust, spoke only that one word, as if his soul in that one word he did outpour. Nothing further than he uttered, not a feather than he fluttered, till I scarcely more than muttered, other friends have flown before, on the morrow he will leave me, as my hopes have flown before. Then the bird said,
Nevermore!
startled at the stillness broken by reply so aptly spoken. Doubtless, said I, what it utters is it's only stock and store, caught from some unhappy master whom unmerciful disaster followed fast and followed faster, till his hopes one burden bore, till the dirges of his songs one melancholy burden bore of never, never more. But the raven, still beguiling all my fancy into smiling, straight I wheeled a cushioned seat in front of bird and bust and door. Then upon the velvet sinking, I betook myself to linking fancy unto fancy, thinking what this ominous bird of yore, what this grim, ungainly, ghastly, gaunt, and ominous bird of yore meant in croaking nevermore. This I sat engaged in guessing, but no syllable expressing to the fowl whose fiery eyes now burned into my bosom's core. This and more I sat divining, with my head at ease reclining on the cushion's velvet lining that the lamplight gloated o'er, but whose velvet violet lining with the lamplight gloating o'er she shall press on nevermore. Then methought the air grew denser, perfumed by some unseen censer, swung by seraphim whose footfalls tinkled on the tufted floor. Wretch, I cried, thy God hath lent thee, by these angels he hath sent thee respite, respite and nepenthe for thy memories of Lenore. Quaff, oh quaff this kind nepenthe, and forget this lost Lenore. Quoth the raven,
Nevermore!
Prophet, said I, thing of evil, prophet still, if bird or devil, whether tempter sent or whether tempest tossed thee here ashore, desolate yet all undaunted, on this desert land enchanted, in this home by horror haunted, tell me truly, I implore, is there balm in Gilead? Tell me, I implore. Quoth the raven,
Nevermore!
prophet, said I, thing of evil, prophet still, if bird or devil, by the heaven that bends above us, by that God we both adore, tell this soul with sorrow laden, if within the distant Aidenn it shall clasp a sainted maiden, whom the angels name Lenore, clasp a rare and radiant maiden, whom the angels name Lenore. Quoth the raven,
Nevermore!
Be that word our sign of parting, bird or fiend, I shrieked, upstarting. Get thee back into the tempest and the night's Plutonian shore. Leave no black plume as a token of that lie thy soul has spoken. Leave my loneliness unbroken, quit the bust above my door. Take thy beak from out my heart, and take thy form from off my door. Quoth the raven,
Nevermore!
and the raven, never flitting, still is sitting on the pallid bust of Pallas just above my chamber door. And his eyes have all the seeming of a demon's that is dreaming, and the lamplight o'er him streaming throws his shadow to the floor. And my soul, from out that shadow that lies floating on the floor, shall be lifted nevermore. I just had the strangest dream. Or was it a dream? Or maybe it was a dream, Only it wasn't my dream. But if it wasn't my dream, then whose dream could it have been? You don't suppose... Anyway, about that last tale of hope, to be honest, perhaps it did not provide a great deal of hope after all. And truth be told, as far as being dreary and depressing, not really much improvement there either. So let us try instead a bit of levity, huh? As I perform a parody of myself. I shall now present the work of another poet, a Mr. Robert Dylan. But mind you, though I parody myself, rest assured I maintain the utmost respect for Mr. Dylan. And I do trust that Mr. Dylan will bear me no ill will if, in presenting his work, I exercise just the tiniest degree of Poe-Etic license.
Now, knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knocking on heaven's door.
Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered weak and weary. Oh, wait. I got that backwards. Sorry. Allow me to begin again. Once upon a morning jangle, I had not a single reason to come following all the way back from where I'd been. Wasn't sleepy, wasn't going any place that is worth knowing, haunted by grim memories, owing to a man with song serene. That man played for me, so I'd come following his song serene. And his name was Tambourine. Though I know the evening's reaches have returned to sandy beaches, vanished from my hand, it teaches me a lesson wise and keen, leaves me blindly here just standing, still not sleepy, still demanding, weary, yet impassioned, branding me as if I were obscene, branding me upon my feet as if my mind had thoughts obscene, thoughts about his tambourine. I have none to meet, it seeming, on a street too dead for dreaming. In my soul a voice is screaming, go back to that song serene, ready to go now, but fading, slip into my own parading. Cast your dancing spell, I'm wading deep in pools of forest green. Cast your spell, I promise to go under pools of jealous green. Jealous of that tambourine. All my senses he's been stripping. Both my hands can feel no gripping. Toes too numb for stepping. Tripping on a swirling submarine. Wait for my boot heels to wander hither, thither, someplace yonder. Still I wonder, still I ponder. Can I find that man unseen? Will his magic ship arrive and take me to that man unseen with such name as Tambourine? I hear laughing, spinning, singing, madly cross the sun he's swinging. In my head the bells are ringing. In my head the bells are ringing. escape this scene. And but for the sky erasing memories of fences facing, now I hear vague traces racing through my mind with thoughts most mean. Skipping reels of rhyme, again, my mind is filled with thoughts most mean. Thoughts about his tambourine. Take me disappearing, fleeing through the smoke rings that I'm seeing, down the foggy ruins of being, far past frozen leaves pristine, frightened trees all filled with peaches, back out to the windy beaches, far from all the twisted reaches of a crazy sorrow green. Dance beneath the diamond sky with crazy sorrow, jealous green, green, green. Just like my tambourine. My tambourine. Just a ragged clown behind you, wouldn't pay it any mind. You see a shadow and you find you want to chase it in between. Let today be ere forgotten, circled circus sands all caught in fate and memories quite rotten of my act so mean. Memories down ancient empty streets of my soul act so mean. What I did to tambourine. Grabbed that tambourine, not safely. Held it to my breast most weakly. 'Neath the waves, I drove it deeply. Now it's gone, what once had been. See his one hand waving free now, silhouetted by the sea now. Empty-handed man is he now. No percussion can be seen. Never will he play again, for no percussion can be seen. Nevermore a tambourine. Now, upon a morning jingle, jangle, I have not a single reason to come following all the way back from where I've been. I'm not sleepy. I'm not going any place that is worth knowing. Haunted by my vile guilt, owing to that man with song serene. He played just for me. So I'd come following his song serene. And his name was Tambourine. You hear that? It's the chipmunks! Hooray! And that's the signal for us to introduce our cast. Our Alayah Aquarian, our producer. Raven Wrangler, time dancer. Our music director, D.M. Collins. Assistant Director Janet Housden. Ariel Singer. Ellen Rooney. On guitar, Penny Folger. On percussion, Leon Simmons. On the bass, Nolan, Miss Garrett. Oh, and how could I forget? On banjo, Dr. Robert Strong. Listen to that banjo.
Let me make a little post-show announcement. We're going to go out to eat after the show like we do all the time because we're a cast of performers and we love to hang out and enjoy the feeling of having done a show. You're welcome to join us for that at La Cabana. And sign up for our, if you want to come see other shows. And if you would like, we want you to donate to Beyond Baroque first. But if you'd like to also support the musicians, I'm going to pass around a hat if you have something to throw in or inside.
So the tickets you paid to get in here, that all goes to Beyond Baroque, and we love supporting Beyond Baroque. But if you would also like to support us, the performers, you can have put either some cash, there are QR codes, there's Zelle and PayPal. And when I say us, actually I mean everyone else but me. I don't partake
He
in it
puts the
because
bill.
yeah.
He treats us to food.
Right.
He takes good
They
care
let
of
me
us.
they let me be the
And
star.
he's the star.
Thank you all, and I hope you will all, if you're interested in my other performances, I do other kinds of poetry, and I give physics lectures for non-scientists. There's a stack of my flyers out on the table. Please take them, please. I hope to see you all again. Tell your friends about the show. And now, the show's not over yet, because now it's time for the finale!
Woo! Louder!
Oh, we need a lay here. Louder. Finale.
Even louder! There's no business like Poe business, like no business I know.
If you like a tale that is appalling,
If you like to murmur, shriek, and cry,
if you like a tale with bodies falling,
and spirits calling, then Poe's your guide.
there's no poems like Poe poems.
they all fill us with
Whoa! If you like a tale that's filled with death galore,
And spirits rapping upon your door, and some crazy raven shouting, Nevermore!
there's no rider like Poe.
There's no The entertainer. Oh wait, we can have some post-show music. Yes, more music from our wonderful band as you exit. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you so much.
Absolutely awesome show.
This is